Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for the
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good. Then you can see that this case is...
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of... Their main priority is to protect the civilian population. So the Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response... I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound...
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra. The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Hanachiru Sato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson!
Why do you explore?
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Scatter!
I'll protect us.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Boom boom!
Right now. Show them.
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them! Merciful flame! Boom boom!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to... Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world... Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she...
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of... But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. 500... Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless... The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful So you've heard... That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this...
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber-powered... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be...
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? But why...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
What happened here? Could you...
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can! We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity...
But... look!
Not right now, but they'll be back. The Almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to... Only the glow of your supreme lightning...
Calm down. The war...
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green. There are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you. Thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift, an entity formed with strong filth, purified filth quickly dissipates and will be
So the memories of the ones that died...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern, but my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the...
Indeed. Countless monsters. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more...
Hey!
Yes. For all my martial might was in vain. But after my clash with Human M, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse. Moving forward, inevitably just think of that soldier. Despite all those who sacrificed themselves back then, as Inazuma's god, it is warriors of the past who spilled your blood. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
As expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything.
Ah, makes sense! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought...
Fighting a battle in a distant land.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you. After all, it's quite a mess.
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty... People flee out of a desire to live on. But me, I have no such thoughts. And the Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her, just listening to her stories. One thing she always says is... So you see, as bleak as things may be...
Perhaps...
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this catastrophe is over... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of the Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea... One moment, I'll just... Where in the... I hope the others didn't smash it.
Can't see a tea set.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going to...
This place is... Leave it to us.
But... Well, I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
After my eyes went bad, many aspects of daily life became much more challenging. But I always wanted to be a competent tea brewer, right to the end. But now, it looks like I have to rely on you.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like...
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. But he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was, in her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow, there sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have, but in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far...
Do you feel you're starting to
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time M.M. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area. In the end, I simply had to, with the help of the sacred sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Sister? You mean to say that she was
based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. And also, my mind was consumed entirely, so I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. once again.
Hey!
There is no escape! Ha! 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 Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Shine down! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to be—
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will drop—
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the dark.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Scatter!
Let's dance! Motion to compel!
I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge.
Inadmissible evidence!
Right now. Right here.
I'll protect us!
Incinerate! Come on out. Right now. Emerge.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was the monsters will definitely come back. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you...
We will stay here and guard against the monster's advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together...
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power, no matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma.
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never... With you leading us, we will claim back every...
Glory to the Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused the result being that in the centuries since they... You could take the view that whatever I say to them, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need... Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon, she seems to have changed a lot. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with... We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
It's getting... This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like she...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she?
Follow me.
Where are we go? Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct. Don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independent. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and... Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifest... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes... It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves. Every action undertaken is for the sake of determination, courage, love. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Ride an A! In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! The eye sweeps the land. The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Now you shall perish. Shine down, weak. The eye sweeps the lands. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun... This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no, 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. Tear... It is about time that I understand that. I fight for the everlasting... I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence...
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to Awa. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really...
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Someone's not in the best of mood. I hope you realize how lucky you are.
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Ina's impossibly stubborn. Jumps. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to...
Is she playing dumb? She's doing...
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of all I know is that it's the foundation.
Because Raiden Makoto is
Not just because of that. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first.
Yeah.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how to the outsider, the realm of in other words, even though
So, it's abstract.
Yes, no need to try and understand. Everything is turbulent, and this is precisely why when
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you... Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to focus... Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how... This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost. And had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my... You bring honor to the title of... Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. the energy they consume, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they land, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Shine down! The final calamity! Illusion shattered! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has... You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than any... Yet, my reason, and whenever I think of this, I feel something. The blade that I inherited from Makoto. I noticed it also. Just now, this power is beyond... This blade belonged to Makoto. When I clasped him, it was at once a familiar feeling, and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to... From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should know... You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the... Do you say... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon. Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have... There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait and... But... You never... Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it was with this possibility in mind. Here, take it. But it is you who must take the most...
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept in...
A place where time is meaningless. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to... And yet, that sense of disorderliness...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well...
I know what you mean. Perhaps without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely...
I know you've always perceived that you've tried in the past to prove to me that there's...
No. But
but don't you think that...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the
Ugh. Now we see who's...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the luck, and obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. You were repeating your wishes to... At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. My first thought was... But it turned out you had come to rescue. You too have my thanks. My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. After all, you saw Makoto and...
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say... She even factored my... It's all thanks to her. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, Makoto and you are Inazuma.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think
Makoto said the...
great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the... After that...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing any I don't doubt that many I'm looking...
Hey, Traveler! Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick peek before we left last time. There was some kind of light coming from inside.
Protection of the
Don't you think that's a little strange?
Of the sacred Sakura.
Oh, so you've been wondering about that too, huh? Now that we have some time on our hands, let's go and take another look.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Abolishing the Sakoku, for example.
Hey, you're thinking about this.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Makoto's gaze was... But now...
If the people of the past deserved the gods...
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly, faced with an end, safe to say. And through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. It's not only the monster.
That's a tough one, all right.
Since you clearly understand, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But I am prepared for them.
Some words are not to be passed. Trust me. You don't want...
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
What? Another bad one?